name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
15.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
From the 27, Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
43, 15.
Mike, 56.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's a give to the right. Ingram. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And a Raven 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Coming to you.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
He can run for it, and he will. Gets past, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They toss to Ingram. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at the big man rumble. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarter.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Williams. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go.
From the 38, Mahomes. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On the counter, here's Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Yellow. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It's Kelsey on the grab. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 480. Drop deep.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
On the counter, Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
All day, defense, all day.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started.
Let's go. Now the roof. Check. Watch the before. Let's go, Jack. Let's go. We got this.
On third down, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. They're running. Ingram. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Elliott running right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's make these. Kill.
On third down, it's Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. He
trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss. Another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
3 down.
On second down now, it's Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Running with Elliott. And he's corralled but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's third down.
Jackson now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On first down, Ingram. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Check, check, check.
On third down, Mark Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. They'll run with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch his flare. Watch his flare.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's Prescott. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Jackson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mike 54. Bandit. Bandit.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Come again. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7, eluding the pressure right, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Draw play, Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Jalen Ferguson, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On second down, it's Ingram. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Switch.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. They go to Elliott again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Feel like, yeah,
problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me, I'm corrupted.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Tonight, 180.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Double time. Hey, we got 3 down.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's close. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it draws. Goff gives to Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
11.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to air it out, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Ronald Jones, played his collegiate ball on this field for USC. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Winston from the gun on third down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have the... Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. Blue ready. 58. Come on. Here we go again.
The first down throw for Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's a screen. Hey, check Mike 45. Check.
Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. To throw is gone. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now gone. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
We coming all day.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 39 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Rams 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. They'll get this with the cut complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180. 44 now.
On first down, gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Back to you.
Now it's gone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Goff. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. They are going for it. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteeing he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's get off the field.
Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on third and long. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams...
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates in the reservoir.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, D!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First carry for Peyton Barber. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. 54 miles.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Elliott running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
There we go. 45. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
He may try and run for this. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 480. Black by 4. I'm coming for you. You must.
A first down carry by Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert on first down. It's Elliott, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch 86. Watch 86. Here we go. Slide in. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch twist. Watch twist. We're going to 53. Mike 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 2nd down, Elliott. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Right here.
Now Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mike, 45. Check right, check right.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 45 to Mike.
On third down, Elliott. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
45. We're going to 54. Line 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Forbath for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I that like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, he gonna make a joke, everybody.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 20. 5 on the touchback.
Everybody, go right in.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 28-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, it's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, ready? Black 22. 54. Black 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's got Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down now, it's Elliott.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Elliott. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 59 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. It's still a nice play by the defense.
And some room to maneuver. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big run there by Jones. 67 yards on the ground. These two teams all tied after 1. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
This is Elliott. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards. As as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Forbath to add the extra point. Now, we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll run on first.